Hi friends, welcome to Rama Science World. Today I'm going to reading about whole life relax please. Yogic wisdom to life management. See, Swami Swikbodhananda, he wrote a wonderful book. It's a full of life realizing stories. Really, it's realizing so many stories gives inner knowledge. So many stories open or uh, arise so many unknown thoughts in my mind. Not only in my mind, so for you also, it's very exciting stories. While I reading this book, I feel very happy. I can't stop to read these books. Maybe these points help to you and motivate to you to move to your goal and to your target and to maintain the good relationship with others and maintain good financial and health. Everything it comes by reading these books. It's very excellent. I'm very happy while reading this book. So now I continue this. The unfillable bowl. There is a popular story about greed from Sufi literature. The king was going around town. A beggar came by and asked for alms. The king asked him to go away, saying, "Please don't disturb my peace of mind." And the beggar laughed heartily. Then he explained, "O king, if your peace of mind is in pieces, then it is no peace at all." The king then realized that the beggar was really not a beggar but a sage. At the once he bowed to him and said, "Oh, sage, please ask what you want and I shall give you." Wow. The sage laughed again. "Do not promise something that you can't give." At this, the king was annoyed. He stopped his rounds abruptly and took the sage to his palace. The sage showed the beginning blow and said, "All right, fill this bowl with the golden coins." The king smiled and beckoned for gold. His attendants a plate of gold coins. As the king put them into a bowl, the bowl seemed to swallow them up, even after pouring all the gold coins from the treasury of kingdom. The bowl was not full. Finally, the king was humbled and fell at the feet of the sage. At the time, the sage said, "Oh, king, this beginning bowl can't be filled anyone, not just you. Even the richest of the rich can't fill this. This is not an ordinary begging bowl. This is a skull of a man who had lived and died with a lot of greed." Stop your frustration. Don't look at your neighbor with envy. Start to live by fulfilling your needs well within your means. More than half the quarrels in your family would disappear. You too can climb the peak of happiness. No, on no count should you permit relatives, friends, and others to induce or tempt your family with greed. Greed is something that you too can climb the peak of happiness. So no, on no count should you permit relatives, friends, and others to induce or tempt your family with greed. Greed is something that we should be wary of in all walks of life. There is a funny story about greed. There was this man who could be called a personification of greed. He opined that the woman he would like to marry need not have to be beautiful. knowledgeable, good natured, but only had to possess money. Wow. The local who knew of his nature were not willing to let him marry any girl from among them. So he went to different places looking for a bride. In a distant town, he met a rich man. He got a proposal to marry one of the rich man's daughter. The rich man said, I have a daughter who is 20 years old. If you marry her, I shall give you $500,000 as dowry. I have another daughter who is 25 years old, and if you marry her, the dowry shall be $1 million. There is a third daughter who is 30 years old, and the dowry for her $2 million. As the rich man increased the age of a bride, and dowry amount went up correspondingly. And he became very excited. He asked, do you have any daughter who is 50 years old and still unmarried? Money, wealth, and prosperity are mere tools. Money is not happiness. Is not happiness. If the meaning of money is happiness, then all those who have plenty of money should really be happy. But in real life, it is not so. Well, how to get happiness? It is buried deep inside the meaning we give to the money, position, and life. To explain this, here is another story. On the Bombay Jahudi beach, an ascetic was relaxing by stretching himself out. A passer-by noticed and asked, while everyone else is rushing around and walking, why are you lying down doing nothing? What is use of walking? If you work, you would get money, and if I get money, you get all the comforts of life. If I get all comforts, you can relax and remain idle. And the ascetic replied with a smile, well, right now I am doing the same thing. Many misinterpret this story. It is not meant to encourage the people to be idle. The moral of the story is happiness and the peace of mind are not in money and comforts. Happiness is in our outlook and approach to that very life itself. So it's maybe this story helps to you to improve your happiness. Thank you very much.